Hey guys, another Open Dragon Mouth, and thankfully 2016 is almost over, and I cannot wait to get out of this year because this has been a really, really bad year with everyone dying, and we are still a nutcase that's going to lead this country. But let's talk about some furry stuff. First off, Midwest Furfest 2016. Um, Not one of my best MFFs ever, but it's something. I was not able to get into the main hotel because uh, there's been a lot of trouble trying to get any rooms in the main hotel. So I had to settle with the Crown Plaza Hotel, which is a good couple blocks away. And the fact that Sunday was snowing didn't really help matter, so I was unable to bring Spike out for Sunday because I don't want to get any of his fur wet. So, but overall, they came close to overtaking Anthrocon in attendance. 7,075 attendees. They were about 300 short of beating Anthrocon, so I was really impressed. What's even more impressive was the amount they raised for charity. Probably the largest amount I've ever seen so far at any FurCon. $78,482.05. That was a huge amount, but that was because that um, the con chair and board treasurer presented the charity with a $50,000 check. So that was a big donation. So a good job by Midwest Furfest. One thing I do have to note there, I had been noticing that there's a good amount of people that got sick after eating at one of the Hyatt's restaurants. So that's something I need to point out there. So let's try to be careful of what we're eating over there. Don't be careful of any undercooked food. With how long anything's been out, just be careful of what you're eating, guys. Because I've had a few friends get sick over that weekend. I hate to go back into the depths, but I had to note this one. The author of Watership Down, Rich Adams, had died at age 96, so he had a pretty good run. I only know the film version, um, and it was a very dark movie. It was fucked up, but it was overall a very good movie. So if you haven't seen it, do check it out. I have not read the novel because I'm not much of reading books. I prefer to see it in a film version, but sad to see all these celebrities go away. I think we've gone near 120 deaths so far. Not to mention that we lost a couple of furs this year. Earlier, we lost Jay Badger and sorry, I failed to mention this, but after Midwest Fur Fest, we lost Quasi Skunk, who was involved in a car accident a couple days after the convention ended. Let's see. This one I found interesting. I don't know what's with all the death lately, but 107 California mountain lions have been killed by cars this year. Now, this has not impacted the number of lions as it remains stable from 4,000 to 6,000 because they don't have any natural predators and are protected by California law from hunting. I did not know that this was a thing. If there's any signs about on the road about mountain lion crossing, I'd like to see that. I didn't know this was a thing. Then again, I live on the East Coast. I don't really have mountain lions over here, so what do I know? But the California Department of Fish and Wildlife actually said that it is actually a pretty common thing to happen in California, which happens a couple times a week, all the time across the state. So again, I didn't know this was a thing. Anything we hit over here is usually deer or possum. That's what it is over here. Now let's get into some films. Um, it's been a pretty good year for films. Most notably Zootopia, which we're going to be hearing about for quite a while. So 2016, not all that bad. At least we got Zootopia to satisfy us. Let's see. Let's talk about 2017. Some upcoming movies. Ones I want to note. We have Rock Dog coming out on February 24th. It's already been released in China. In fact, it is Chinese financed entirely. But the animation was actually American. So that's pretty interesting. This movie is about a Tibetan Mastiff named Bodhi who has become obsessed with an old school rocker, and which happens to be a cat, by the way, and must prove to his father that becoming a musician is a worthy career path for a dog. So keep an eye out for that. We have Spark coming out April 14th. Spark and his friends are on a mission to retake Bana, which is a planet ruled by the evil overlord Zong. Strange name. But the characters are monkeys, and it's your run-of-the-mill saving the world movie. Let's see. What other one should I note here? The Nut Job 2. Now, I was not a fan of the first movie. It's a squirrel trying to get nuts. This time, a group of park animals, led by Surly, take on Oakton City's evil mayor who threatens to bulldoze the area and replace it with an amusement park. So it's pretty much environmental movie it's turned into. And this is a Korean/Canadian production. Strange combination of countries, I'm noticing. Now, even though these are not furry related, I gotta mention these. Captain Underpants, coming out June 2nd. I only know this from seeing the books when I was in elementary school. And the other one, Cars 3, another sequel that we did not need. Let's see. Alright, we have Pokemon the Movie, I Choose You, which will be July 15th. And it'll be the 20th installment of a theatrical release of Pokemon, which this one actually goes back to Ash Ketchum's earliest days. So I take it this is before he got Pikachu. Let's see. Blazing Samurai, and this one looks stupid. August 4th. Hank the dog dreams of becoming a samurai and ultimately battles the feline warlord Ikachu. Really? Ikachu. You're getting close to a copyright infringement. But I look at the photo and what I see is a dog's butt with a thong with a Hello Kitty mark on it. And by the way, George Takei is in this movie. October 6th, My Little Pony the movie. Need I say more? Let's see. Then we got ones that will come out in 2017, but have not been placed on a release date. Let's see. What do we have? Lino. Lino is an entertainer who has to dress up in a cat costume every day, but can't take it anymore and seeks the help of a not very talented wizard, Don Leon, who accidentally turns him into a real cat. This plot sounds really familiar. Let's see. Manal the Swift. This animal, which from the photo I can't really tell what kind of animal he is. He grows up thinking that he's a seagull, but soon finds out his real calling after learning to fly and meeting up with a new group of friends. Is there anyone else that I forgot? Ping Pong Rabbit. This one is a Chinese production. Not to sound insensitive here, but ping pong and China. Why should I be surprised? Let's see. Richard the Stork. Richard, who is actually a sparrow, grows up with a stork family. Is convinced that he's also a stork, and things change when it comes time to migrate to Africa. Let's see. Is there anything else? Underdog. No, not the superhero Underdog. This is a Korean production, which a pet dog, Mung Chi, is unexpectedly abandoned at the foot of Bukhan Mountain, and then meets other abandoned dogs and wild dogs, and they search for a new place to live. Definitely sounds better than the other Underdog. So those are some of the movies to look forward to in 2017. I'll get to those very soon. By the way, I did manage to get a PlayStation VR, so I might be doing some games on that. I've actually been playing through one game, Briggs Mechanized Combat League, and it's a pretty good game. I'll probably do a stream of it and show you guys how that works. I'm really impressed with it, actually. All right, as for upcoming conventions, our first one of 2017 will be Arkansas, which will be from the 5th to the 9th in Little Rock, Arkansas. Let's see, 6th to the 8th, Convergence, all the way in Melbourne, Australia. 6th to the 8th also, Japan Meeting of Furries, which will be in Toyohashi, Japan. Let's see, 12th to 16th, our first big con in the United States, Further Confusion, from the 14th to the 17th in the Bay Area in California. And Anthro, New England, from the 19th to the 22nd in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And lastly, we have a little bit of dirt covering the screen there. Let's see, it is Fernion, hope I pronounced that right, which has been a proposed convention slated for January 27th to the 29th over, what is it, Fuenlabrada, which is like a few kilometers from Madrid, Spain. So, again, I am just noting that it is a proposed furry convention, and this is what it's slated for. So check on that, see that is actually happening. One last thing before I wrap things up here in 2016. I've been in the works of working on a new web series which will feature Loki, and I will upload his first video as soon as I get this video up and going. So keep an eye out for that. And so say goodbye to 2016 and good riddance. I can't wait for 2017 to come in. This Dragon's Mouth is now closing for the last time of 2016.